I asked them if there were other worlds, and they said, yeah, the universe is full of other worlds, and there are other dimensions of other physical universes, and those are filled with other worlds. So there's worlds in our physical universe. There's unlimited number of worlds, inhabited worlds with intelligent beings, and then there are other dimensions with worlds with them. So, beyond counting, beyond number, and that the action of God, the Word of God, the Son of God, the Christ, the Spirit of the Christ, has nothing is apart from that Spirit, and that Christ has been everywhere. Now, Jesus the carpenter wasn't Jesus the carpenter in every single one of these worlds, because in many of these worlds, our world is in the lower level of spiritual evolution, and in many of these worlds, Jesus didn't have to go to a world and be crucified and die on a cross for their sins, because there are worlds where people have chosen good and rejected evil and lived a life profoundly in the love of God and in the love of their neighbor. And so Jesus could go to these worlds and just bless them. And they were, happily accepted Jesus. I mean, what a different, can you imagine a world where Jesus came and people said, yes, we knew and understood this is what you wanted us to be, and we thank you for being our revelation, and we've known you from the beginning of time. We've known you and understood you and tried to live the way that you have, wanted us to live. There are worlds where people are perfectly good and have no sin and don't allow evil to be part of their lives. This world is unique because of the degree of not only temptation, but the willingness to accept temptation and failing the testing that we're in. When I asked to see what other intelligent beings look like, they paraded images of beings in front of me, and they started off as humans, and then they got a little stranger looking and a little stranger looking, and then they became unrecognizable as human beings and looked very weird. And I said, okay, I get it. They can be like shaped in very different ways. Fine, whatever, I get it. I mean, in other words, there's worlds where people have this kind of shape, but there's worlds where people take on very different kinds of shapes. But the shape of us in this world is of little importance, because in fact, what's important is our spiritual being, and who we ultimately truly are beings of light. We're beings of love. We are, in a sense, this tent that we live in now is not who we truly are. And in our immortal bodies, we're glorious. In this body, it's more like a little pup tent or prison that we're in.